Welcome back to Raina Teachings. My name is Lori Camacho, and I am the trance channel to a beautiful being named Raina. Together, we help you to heal, grow, and expand your consciousness. But before we get started, I want to ask you to like and subscribe below, and also hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of any future videos. It helps us to continue making videos for you on various spiritual subjects. Also, follow us on Instagram if that is a platform for you. I post things there that we do not post here on YouTube. All right, so now to get started, I'm going to go into trance and let Raina talk about negative thought patterns. That is the question that was posed. How can I clear my negative thoughts, basically? Greetings, all the physical angels. We are Raina. It is wonderful to be here and to speak with you about negative thought patterns. Before we guide you on how to clear them, we must first speak about where they come from. Where do negative thought patterns come from? To be clear, they come from your ego. Directly from the ego in order to protect you from a past trauma or past experience that the ego felt needed protection. A pattern began to emerge. For instance, our channel used to have negative thought patterns in very heavily populated public places. She noticed that it was here that a lot of negative thought patterns would arise. In understanding and realizing that it was her ego trying to protect her from the strangers, she was then able to change it, to work on it, and it still took a while in order to do that. So in using this example, you first need to understand why it is happening, where it is coming from. Generally, the ego feels unsafe and is attempting to protect you either from information, from a physical disturbance of some kind, and the moment you realize what it is, the tools will work much better in order to clear those negative thought patterns. Let us give you another example. Self-destructive thought patterns, self-hate. This one is different, does not involve other people necessarily. However, were you spoken to negatively as a child? Was there someone that planted negative thought patterns, such as you are not good enough, try it again, be more like your sister? These sorts of verbal mantras that some parents give their children. This would be another reason why you would internalize that voice and your ego would produce it again whenever you were trying to grow. So you may find as you are meditating, as you are moving through your spiritual awakening, you are learning more, and every time you go through a growth pattern, oh no, there is that negative thought form again, telling me that I am simply not good enough. Where does it stem from? Father, mother, sibling, teacher. First identify that and then begin to work on it. There are many different examples we could give you, but yours is personally yours. What we will say is, give yourself the time in meditation, ask yourself, ask your higher self, where does this negative thought pattern come from? Why does it tend to arise at this specific time? And that is what we are speaking of, the pattern of negative thoughts, not a negative thought here or there, although you can work on those too. So now we will give you a few tools. Of course, you can work with them in meditation. We want you to take a paper and a pen, have that near you. As you are breathing, as you are meditating, first write down the negative thought pattern. such as I am not good enough, or I cannot get beyond this point. Now, what is the opposite, positive thought pattern to that? It may take a little bit of time, a little bit of meditating and asking your higher self for the positive thought pattern. If it is I am not good enough, I am perfect as I am. I am loved as I am. A thought pattern such as this, making it your own, of course, and writing that down while crossing out the negative thought pattern. Now, hold that in your mind. See the negative thought pattern as being crossed out, and then giving it a little fire, an element of fire, burning that thought pattern up from the Kundalini into your mind. See it disintegrate, and then release through your root chakra. As it does this, the positive thought pattern arises in the mind. See it glowing with a golden hue all around it. Breathing that in deeply into your body, seeing it sink not only into your mind but into your body, into your root, and becoming the new foundation for your mental health. That is one tool. Now, what if you are short on time? What if you are sitting at a party or at dinner with other people and you are having negative thought forms arise from insecurity or such, and you don't have time to sit there and meditate? This might look a bit strange to the people you are with. You can immediately in your mind, as you have the thought, see it as being crossed out or stamped out in some way. A fast disintegration, stamping it out. You might have to do it 3 or 4 times, but seeing it as being stamped every time it arises. This is a very quick way to dispel a negative thought form. You may have had a thought, a memory, or a thought about even a vision of something that is not nice. This is another way of stamping that out as well. There are the negative thought patterns, and then there are the negative visions. You may have a fear of something. The fear arises in your mind. You may use this very same tool and simply stamp it out very quickly if you are short on time, and do the deeper, more longer meditation that we have described here. With a vision, you will replace it with another vision, a vision of the opposite of what you are seeing. You will see yourself in a good space rather than in the fear. You may also see yourself as overcoming the fear. If it is a negative thought pattern and it looks like a thought or a feeling, you will replace it with a thought or a feeling. If it looks like a vision, a memory, something you actually see happening, you will replace it. You will stamp it out and replace it with another vision that is the opposite. This is another way of healing those visions. Now, let us speak about negative thought feelings. With thoughts come feelings. When you feel bad about yourself in some way, the feeling may overcome you next. You will still work with the thought pattern in the way that we described, but you must do something else with the feeling. The feeling may arise in your chest or in your stomach area. You will picture a golden bag encompassing itself all around the feeling, gathering it in this golden bag. As it becomes encompassed, or the bag becomes full of the feeling. So if it is depression, it may look black. If it is sadness, it may look blue. See this golden bag gathering all of it, And once it is in the bag, you will tie the bag. And the bag will become very, very hot with gold transformational energy, burning away the feeling until it becomes ashes. You will know when it is finished, because inside of the bag, the light will dissipate and it will turn to ash. And you will simply drop the bag down through the root chakra and into the ground. Now let's go back to writing. You may want to write your positive thought pattern more than once. We highly suggest this. Like an affirmation, and we will speak about affirmations in a moment, you may want to write it over and over again. You can give yourself a certain amount of times. I will write this 3 times, or I will write this 5 times. It doesn't matter how many times you write it, just that you write it more than once. Same goes for an affirmation. When you replace your negative thought pattern with a positive thought pattern, you can say the positive thought pattern. I am loved. I am good enough. I am perfect as I am. You can say it over and over again with conviction. With conviction. Your voice is very healing for the body. But you can't say it mousy like, I am. No. With conviction, I am perfect as I am. I am perfect as I am. I am loved. I am accepted as I am. The way you say it matters. Stamps out further the negative thought pattern. Of course, with continued patterns you may have been having for years and years and years, you may need to make this a daily ritual. The beautiful daily ritual it will be. You may want to start with a chakra clearing and then get to your work on clearing the negative thought patterns. We have one more suggestion. Another negative thought pattern, you will feel it or sense where it is in your body. You may ask your body, where do I hold this pattern? Where does it come from? Literally, you are asking where it comes from within the body. Still, also finding out where it came from originally. Where do you think this thought pattern came from? Nonetheless, it has been lodged in the body somewhere, so if it is in your heart, you will literally picture pulling the negative thought pattern from the heart. And as you pull this negative thought pattern from the heart, there may be other negative thought patterns that are attached to this one negative thought pattern. It may be the root to others. You will pull it out of your heart or your stomach or your head. See the other thought patterns as being attached to it, if there are any, and you will again picture placing it either into the golden bag. This time it will be outside of you, the golden bag, or you may picture placing it into the sun or directly into a fire, burning away this negative thought pattern. Replacing it with light, replacing it with love, replacing it yet again with an affirmation or another positive thought pattern. When you are finished with your work each day that you work on clearing negative thought patterns, we want you to be gentle with yourself, giving yourself some spiritual self-care. We would suggest to breathe in a beautiful light, possibly a silver light, a gold light, a green light, a light of a higher vibrational frequency, allowing it to fill the body. And as it fills the body, you can ask it to also wash away any other hidden negative thought patterns that may be loose in there. See this light getting brighter and brighter, burning away any other thought patterns that may be present, purifying your body with this beautiful light, and then releasing it through the root chakra. As always, love is sent without constitution, dear physical angels.